5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh wow, I'm walking on the street and I see, okay, cool, there's a little tricycle, you know, and it's covered in yarn, and then we'd cover it on the website, and all of her artwork always gets a very positive reaction from our audience, and the people in the neighborhood generally seem to love it. Graffiti artists tend to respect it, they're not demolished, they usually have a very long shelf life in the neighborhood, and I just think she's very well respected.
I think for her it's just a medium. It might as well be paint. You know, she just likes crochet instead of paint.
I had this beautiful moment in Harlem. I was like Malcolm X and 125th. I had this person wearing a suit, shaking hands, and this big black guy is passing by, and he doesn't know that I'm the artist. He just passed by and he's like, I know what the piece is about. I know. So I came to him like, so tell me, what's the piece about? And he's like, this is the piece. The piece tells what Martin Luther King was about shaking hands with a stranger, about peace. Having peace in this world. And it was such a beautiful way, like, it was the way he said it to me, that I felt as an artist totally like complete. I was done for this day. I was like, you know, I really did something. I brought something to the street, to this public that would never be exposed to the art. I did a performance between West and East, and I was just like really, you know, I got this, I don't know, this great feeling that I'm in the right path, I'm doing the right things. More like, you know, they want to do it, that's secure.
I'm gonna go that way.
Yeah.
You go that way.
And
okay?
I'm gonna go there. And two of your friends, you know, the yellow and the blue, they are now on the plaza because security took us from the steps.
Just
but
fine.
in a position. They're fine. It's fine.
Awesome.
All right.
All right.
Bye. I wanted to leave Poland 6 days after graduating from university. I came to States with my backpack, being totally broke. That's when I started crocheting, you know, because the cheapest, easiest way to make pieces. And I could use any fabric, any materials to connect things together. And I can just like take backpack with crochet hook and like camera and like go. Yeah, I don't think I'm a person who's gonna have like some big house, one place with the white fence and be like, okay, this is my place, I can stay here. I don't see myself this way. I'm a gypsy. You call me gypsy, I'm a gypsy. So I did the bicycle here and there. Since people were asking me like, who is the person who rides the bicycle, who is behind the bikes, I decided to create the environment for the person who rides the bicycles to live in. That's why I created this whole kind of like New York apartment, studio apartment.
This is considered the apartment. It's not the chair, it's not the bed or the desk, it's the apartment. You know, and these are the players like a microcosm.
Building you. Up with the bikes, had the show, had the car, more things, and then went to Miami, which is a big thing for the arts. Everybody already knew about what OLEK does, and then I'm like, in December 24th night, I was like, I hit the bull, you know. Security was first, actually. The downtown security, they came after 20 minutes. They came and asked me. They asked me if I have a permit. I said, I don't need to have a permit. Like, huh? I'm like, it doesn't belong to the city. It belongs to the artist. Arturo Di Bundica, it doesn't belong to the city. Christmas gift for New York people. So what can you do? Like, you know, I'm saying the truth, basically. It's like, I didn't lie. I didn't say I have a permit or something. This is what's the point of lying? I'm like, let me finish. This is my business card. I'm the artist, you know. I was very legit about everything. I'm like, do you think I will stand here in the Christmas in this freezing weather for like just for fun? A lot of people were passing by. I was surprised. At 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, people were passing by, stopping the cars. Or taxi, they always drive downtown and they turn to go uptown. So taxi passing by and taking their phones like. I love to find all those pictures, you know. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen,
there we go.
I have a special introduction. Wall Street Bull.
Everybody asks when they see this amount of labor, it's like, how long did that take to make?
It took me, all the Woody Allen movies are available on constant watch on Netflix. And the whole part before when I mentioned it for the other installation, I watched 6 seasons of Lost in like 3 weeks, like non-stop, like one after another. Like I don't really like Lost, but it was the thing about like being, like having these seasons, this TV show there in front of me one after another, so I could never stop working because it was next one. You work faster and faster, you go through like next. My problem was the last season was so horrible that I even want to watch this season anymore.
Her life is her work and her work is her life. I mean, she's watching a movie and she's crocheting.
As I said, anything that enters my life is part of my work. There's no line between art and life. It's everything together. And it's very important. Anybody who enters my work have to always know about it. Any lover that I had, you know, they have to be part of the work. They have to wear the suit. They knew that whatever they're gonna give it to me is gonna be part of my work. And the text message they're gonna send to me, I'm gonna crochet and make it public. I crochet my boyfriend's STD test. The white blanket that you saw in the Christopher Henry Gallery, the one that I was in New York magazine. My boyfriend's STD test. I told him like, can I have your STD test? He said, okay. He gave me a printout and I crocheted the entire thing.
I don't think there's a minute in her life, other than when she's eating, that she doesn't have a crochet needle or hook in hand.
This show is the bad artists imitate and the great artists steal. And basically this show, the work is she's referencing other famous artists as well as some famous celebrities.
In every art fair I ever been to, there's always American Flach and Marilyn Monroe. Guess what I have in my show? American Flach and Marilyn Monroe. But in a little bit different way.
Recently, OLEK had an installation she had at a space here in New York, picked up by the Smithsonian.
I mean, now it's kind of like black and white on the paper. Okay, OLEK has a museum show. The next year is going to be so different, you know? It's like I'm going to see in 2012, in June 2012, and July is the opening. A year from now.
You know, it's hard for me to say what's going to happen, but for OLEK, you know, but based on the incredible amount of press she's receiving, which is phenomenal, like I've never seen before. I mean, maybe we're seeing the birth of, a new, very important, contemporary artist of, the next decade. That would be amazing. The response has just been, incredible, and, she sort of is in a lineage of, I think she's in a lineage of artists, the great artists that she's kind of taking what they've done and taking to the next step.
It's interesting. Everybody, it's almost like this thread is winding its way out the door, and what it's done, outside of here, it's done its job.
There's a story when I was a little girl, a fairy tale came to me. Fairy godmother came to me, and she said, so OLEK, do you want to have, who do you want to be in the future? And I thought, well, I don't know, but I want to have hard life when I'm young and really easy life when I'm older. And she made me an artist.